All right, guys, we got some really cool news right here from Marvel Rivals. And Emma Frost came out. She's cool. I like her abilities. Blah blah blah. Everybody gets the gist of it. So I'm not even gonna go into that and do anything on her abilities because I know that like everybody has done everything and anything under the sun about Emma Frost and her abilities. I think we all get it that she was an awesome addition. But what I want to talk about is that new Spider-Man Oni skin. And I'm a Spider-Man main, so I'm really excited about that skin. And there's news also that Penny Parker is getting a skin like the Spider Oni skin. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's cool, but I'm going to give you a little story too as to why I thought this was pretty cool. And it's very coincidental. A couple weeks ago, me and Neko went to go buy some comic books. We went to go and actually get all 3 different variant copies of Volume 1 of Marvel Rivals because we've just been enjoying the game that much and we're fans of it. And thanks to this game, we're really into the Marvel lore, so we finally started collecting some of the comic books. I myself enjoy collecting the hard copy comic books. Although it might be a little bit pricier than reading online and digitally, I'm just that kind of person. I just prefer the hard copy, the solid copy in front of me, and I find joy in collecting them versus having or owning a digital copy of it that's like online or in a tablet or something. So we went on a date, we bought a couple comic books, and we bought all 3 variants of the issue 1 of Marvel Rivals. But this is where it gets cool. On top of getting the issue 1, I went to go get as many of the Spider Island arc issues of the Amazing Spider-Man as I could because it was thanks to Marvel Rivals that I learned that Spider-Man developed his own martial arts style called the Way of the Spider, or as Peter likes to call it, Spider Fu. And I found out about this through a voice line that you hear when Spider-Man and Iron Fist are on the same team. And I usually get that voice line when we're on second point in Spider Islands, where Iron Fist basically asks him, hey man, like after we're done with this, do you think that you can teach me a little bit of Spider Fu to Spider-Man, which I thought was pretty cool because I'm a martial artist, so that's a huge part of my life. So immediately I wanted to start collecting them there, right? So I found a few of the issues and we got the Marvel Rivals issues, but here comes my wife Neko along and she's like, she walks herself over to me and she's like, hey, look at this one. And she pulls up with this issue, right? The Amazing Spider-Man issue. Like if you can't see it, I'm gonna also put like a PNG right now of it. So this style of art is a traditional Japanese art style called ink wash, and it looks amazing, or sumie according to Neko. And she shows this to me and then she's like, oh my god, it's so pretty. And by the way, that's Black Cat. That's this artist's take on Black Cat. And she's like, oh my god, this looks cool. I'm like, do you want it? And she was like, I mean, but you already paid for your comics. I'm like, do you want it? And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. We can go. I'm like, you want this, don't you? And then she's like, I mean, it's pretty cool. And I'm like, grab it. We're going to buy it. So we grabbed it, right? And this is how I know Neko has good taste in art because the name of this artist, who not only has done that variant cover for that issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, this artist's name is Peach Momoko. And what's cool about finding out that Peach Momoko drew that, or designed that, rather, is that she's the one that designed the Spider Oni exclusively for Marvel Rivals. And I started looking into this artist because I wanted to see if I could find the volume or issue that the Spider Oni skin belongs to, but it doesn't exist right now. But other issues with that same style do exist in other comic book issues, and they look amazing. Like I'm even gonna throw some up here right now, like on the video, if you guys want to take a look at some of them. Like one of the ones that I really want to get my hands on is this one cover where Venom just looks like this Oni. Kind of looks a little bit like the Hyper Orange skin that just came out, but it looks so cool. It's got like traditional tattoos all over him. And you know, in the lore of Marvel right now and in Marvel Rivals, Psylocke knows him as the Great Snake. And I was wondering about why does Psylocke talk about Venom as the Great Snake, especially if she's from like another dimension, guys, because mind you, there's like 3 different versions of Psylocke where it's like one person in somebody else's body and another person in somebody else's body. But like we have a different Psylocke in Marvel Rivals. Her name is Psy, and she's from another dimension where it's more of like a traditional ancient Japan world, right? In simplest terms, without getting too much into that detail. So I found out that Peach Momoko, the designer of the Spider Oni skin and that cool cover art for that issue, is actually going to lead in writing and drawing a new comic book that's coming out on June for Marvel Rivals called Marvel Rivals Ignite, where it's rumored that the setting is in Marvel Rivals Psylocke's home dimensional world in the ancient Japan. And what's cool about that, right, is that there was this rumored concept art online of the Penny Parker skin and the Spider Oni skin that was just released in the Battle Pass, and people were just saying that it was just fan concept art, but nobody was talking about if it was like an actually confirmed thing that was happening, because you know there's a lot of people drawing concept art. And to me, that's cool. A lot of people have some good ideas, but I also like the fact that Marvel Rivals isn't taking too much of like fan art that's like that source outside and bringing it into the game, unless they bring the person into their team. And I think that that's really cool, versus just grabbing like, oh, local art contest, winner gets this, winner gets that, and your skin goes up or whatever. That's cool, but I feel like when games do that, they kind of lose like the attachment to the game's original design or concept. I don't know. I just don't like it that much. I feel like if they do bring an artist in, they need to kind of mold them to fit what the company's overall vision and brand looks like, in my opinion, right? It's cool to have new ideas and whatnot, but I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, because it just throws off the whole thing. But anyway, that's me going off on a tangent. It's my own personal thing. So today I was on X and I found out that the Penny Parker skin is actually going to be a legit thing. They're going to release it. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to find out about like all this lore. As soon as the comic comes out too, I'm definitely going to grab it. I've been reading them. There's a lot of things that I'm finding out that in a way is kind of like reading spoilers and Easter eggs about like what potentially might be released. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing to share with you guys. You know, new Penny Parker skin coming out. I'm excited to find out about this, bro. Like, I really am. Marvel Rivals is doing a phenomenal job with like just everything in general. Good season launch, good battle pass, good skins, a lot of value going into their stuff. This is probably one of the games of the decade, in my opinion. But yeah, if you guys enjoy that kind of content, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And let me know if you guys like this type of content where it's not just like about tips and tricks and stuff. A lot of people who do play the game, they also don't know about the lore. And I myself am finding out a lot of cool things about the lore that the game kind of hints at you where you can find and read about it. But there's little things here and there. Like, a lot of people did not know that Emma Frost and Iron Man were married. Think about that. And it was funny, I haven't seen too many memes about it either. But yeah, at some point, Tony Stark and Emma Frost, they were like a thing because she was trying to hide being a mutant. She took it as like going undercover because the mutants were being persecuted. And eventually Tony Stark and Emma Frost, you know, they just became a thing. They became a thing. And then they got divorced. Spoilers. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section and I'll catch you guys on the next video.